What's up, guys? I'm HOA Ham Radio Guy, or KQ4TYT. This will be my first video for the YouTube page. I've had an Instagram going for a year and 1 day. A lot of you guys, tons of positive feedback. I love that. That's why I'm posting this video here. I won't be using this YouTube channel as like my primary means of posting stuff online. However, I'll use it for like longer form content stuff because it's hard to talk about like building this whole man pack here, right? It's hard to do that in my short 1.5-minute clips I get on Instagram. So I'll probably use Instagram still as my main feed, right? My main source of pushing media to you guys. But for stuff like where I'm building out these here soon, I want to use this platform. So this video is going to be used as a test video to make sure my YouTube is working correctly and I can learn how to do it and how I'm going to edit these videos. But then two, to get you guys familiar with me and who I am. So yeah, HOA Ham Radio Guy, right? Last year, I got licensed as a general class amateur radio operator, and this was July, the end of July last year, 2024. And I said, hey, I could make an Instagram page for it, make myself a little more active. And I was pretty hesitant on it at first. Then my wife said I should. So towards the end of September of 24, I went ahead and decided to make an Instagram page, and in the last few months alone, taken off a lot. So thank you for all your support. But now we're getting into YouTube so I can create some longer content. So with that, what you can expect out of my content is the same you can always expect out of my content, right? I'm not here to get views. It is nice and it's really awesome, but I'm not here for the views. Really just to help educate, right? So feel free to ask questions. I get tons of questions all the time. So like I said, right, my page is to educate people, but on what? Well, HOA Ham Radio Guy was developed because there's a significant lack of people who push good content for those of us who are trying to be amateur radio operators that are restricted to an HOA. So with that, right, I do a lot of POTA activations. I do a lot of weather preparations, being down here in a hurricane-prone area. We were actually supposed to get one today if it didn't turn, and it did. So I Imelda. Turns out so far as being on non-event for South Carolina specifically, so that's good. But just in general, radio shenanigans. So those are the three things I want to focus on: operating, amateur radio operator in an HOA, weather preparations, in general, ham shenanigans. What's the goal? So just keeping this short, right? I've got a few videos I'm probably going to start doing. This is the 857, sorry, the 897. That had an issue when I got it. I made it worse. So I'm going to get some parts sent off to get it fixed. So some installation of that in the shack. I'm going to upgrade my shack being in the HOA. We'll probably do some longer form content because it's tough to make that in such a short video. But the most short-sighted one I have right now is me building a man pack like this one here, very similar to this one anyways. This is my FT7900. If you follow my Instagram page with the same handle, you've seen it already, right? The battery's down here in the bottom. It's fuse protected. It's a 50-watt output. That 50-watt output can be done on this antenna. It comes right off. This is a ZBM2 foul weather whip. I mean, fantastic tool for emergency preparations or anything like that you want to get into, right? Communication is a big deal. It's going to be rugged, reliable, not waterproof, unfortunately, but it's one of the things you got to live with while being in the amateur radio field. Most of it's not waterproof unless you get a handheld. But a lot of people had so many questions about how I built this and how I put it together. This is all commercially available products, right? Nothing in this is like a trade secret. I didn't have to backdoor some of this information, send spec sheets off to somebody to have them custom fabricate me anything. This is all, I literally ordered it online, showed up to my doorstep, put it together. That was it. So I'll do a whole video on putting that together. I've got all the parts behind me actively to do a 857 D specifically. That's currently in the shack because that's broke. But I'll be building it out here shortly and you get to watch that whole thing play out. Yeah, so do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. It just lets me know what type of content you guys want mostly, right? Go ahead and feel free to comment what you want. And follow my Instagram page if you don't already. Yeah, I'll be putting that content out shortly, so thanks for watching.